Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy. We get to crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. This is a surprising matchup. The proverbial David versus Goliath, a ranked versus an unranked team. An opportunity to spring a major upset and build a legacy. So we'll see a squad out of the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 23rd ranked team, the Fresno State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the Fresno State Bulldogs will get the first crack on offense today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Hard running through a tackle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Keene. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Offense now in the all-important red zone. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Back to throw again. Pressure is coming. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. At the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Wow, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Boise State 7, Fresno State 0.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First and 10 play coming up. Handed off for a draw. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That gain sets up a third down play. Can he get there on the ground? Runs through the defender. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up and it falls incomplete. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down. Very near the red zone now. A new set of downs after that completion.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Keene. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Boise State Broncos offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick throw, the catch is made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
7, Fresno State 3.
They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So a field goal attempt coming up now. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. And this one is right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
Tackle made after just a short gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
But the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Makes a quick catch. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
A running play called on 4th down. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Makes a spectacular diving catch. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. And the Broncos begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The back's got it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, almost intercepted in the end zone. An opportunity missed. But it does bring up a 4th down here. So they're short on 4th down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 1-point lead. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launches downfield. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. To throw, it's Keene. Caught near the goal line. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Third down and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So on fourth down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch is made right on the 5. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
It's second down.
One more play before they head to the locker room. And he's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. We figured we might get a Mountain West championship that would have social media buzzing. And through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the Mountain West Championship.
All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Here's a target, and it's complete. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Makes a nice move there.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. 2-back set. Quarterback flanked by the backs. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. On the run here. Lets it go. He makes the grab. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. Tight end makes the grab. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
And the Broncos trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Makes the defender miss. They finally corral him at the 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance.
Touchdown, Boise State. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. From the shotgun, handoff inside. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Keene. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Made the defense look slow that time. And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Here's the handoff. A change of direction. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Booker, Fresno State has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll run it here. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And it's no good. Who missed it? After the miss, still losing by that single point. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
He'll take a deep shot. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
A completion makes it 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Nelson. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. We're in for an exciting finish. Time ticking away. Offense time probably for just one last drive. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the 4th quarter. Keeper on the quarterback draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
Here we go. One of the biggest moments of the game so far. The field goal unit out there for a high-pressure attempt. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship!
That makes the score. Boise State, 17. Fresno State, 15.
Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now, and with a conference championship in tow, it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.